Coming up in this video.
Bottle! We have a bottle dilemma here. Plenty of hole, but not plenty of space. But BottleNed has a secret weapon. Squirrel. She can fit in the small spaces. We have a maze of utilities down here that are seriously restricting our access to this outhouse from an undertaker parlor. That's right, man. We're about to dig an undertaker parlor.
Whoa, what is that?
No, dude. It looks like an urn. It could be like a person's ashes.
Yeah?
Well,
yeah.
That.
Look inside. Check it out. We got a bot jam right here.
That's my kind of jam. Whoa. What is it? Oh boy.
Digging the West with BottleNed.
We have a bottle dilemma here.
Take a look.
Plenty of hole, but not plenty of space. But BottleNed has a secret weapon. It's called Squirrel. She can fit in the small spaces. Oh yeah, and we might need her because we have a maze of utilities down here that are seriously restricting our access to this outhouse from an undertaker parlor. That's right, man. We're about to dig an undertaker parlor. Well, you are, because you're the only person that's gonna fit in this hole. We got this thing, sewer pipe, and water pipes and other pipes on either side of where this hole is. So it creates what is this? Maybe a 1.5 foot area that you're gonna have to.
I think that's about my shoulder width.
Yeah. I know one thing for sure. Big Ned is out of the game on this one.
I think I'm up for it.
Okay, let's see if we can get you some access, Squirrel. I'm gonna do like a shaft, a slip trench down here, and try to avoid all the utilities. And then we're gonna get you down there and get you to the Undertaker's bottle. He's been waiting a long time to show us his secrets. We buried him a long time ago. All the bones, embalming fluid bottles that he buried. He thought he was gonna keep them a secret. He was a lazy embalmer. He threw some of the bodies down. Okay, all right. Anyway, sorry, I thought I was going somewhere with that.
I thought you were too.
Yeah.
Here's the house we're digging behind, pictured in the turn-of-the-century Sanborn fire insurance map. There was an undertaker living here. What was life like for an undertaker 130 years ago? Well, in the 1800s, undertakers had a much different job than they have today. In the Victorian period, if your loved one died, you'd have the funeral service at your own house, surrounded by fragrant flowers to mask the odor of decay. The loved one was laid out for display in the front parlor, which was also called the death room. The undertaker's main job was to come and take measurements of the body, and then rush back to his house and build the coffin as fast as possible before the body began to decompose. So more than anything, the undertaker had to be a skilled carpenter. This was because embalming didn't become a common practice in America until the early 20th century. During the Civil War, embalming a body became necessary so that Northern troops killed in action way down in the southern states could be preserved long enough to be transported back up north to their families. After his assassination in 1865, Abe Lincoln was the first U.S. president to be embalmed. But it took a while for the funeral industry to catch up with the times. And it wasn't until the early 20th century that undertakers started removing bodies from the places they died and embalming and holding services for them in their own parlors, which came to be known as funeral parlors. After most people stopped having funerals at home, In 1910, the Ladies' Home Journal officially announced that the parlor, aka the death room, could now be renamed the living room.
But anyways, in all seriousness, one of the tricks of mitigating a really cramped space in a hole is to you just slope the side walls of the hole outward in each direction. So when you get down there, the actual opening is really small, but when you get down there, you're in a larger space. So that's how I'm gonna sculpt this hole. I already found a Edwardian era, like a teacup, mustache cup or something like that. Coffee cup maybe. So yeah, we're at least 100 years old down here for this undertaker. Yeah. Okay, some of the embalmer's first artifacts. This coffee cup. And he's embalming bodies. And he's eating oysters.
Ooh, all in the comfort of his home.
I mean, what's more appetizing than an oyster after you've spent the day handling dead folk? Yummy.
And possibly arsenic.
The Civil War is when they first started embalming bodies because the northern soldiers would die in the swamps and they'd want to preserve the body to be shipped home to the north. And then Abe Lincoln was the first president to be embalmed, and they paraded him all around the country on a train, his preserved body. And then after that, it was more popular to embalm somebody instead of just, you know, they die and you leave them in the parlor for 3 days and they start to smell and then you bury them as fast as possible. So by this time they were using embalming fluid. This looks like the Edwardian era. What's that? Is that like a
What is that?
electrical or part of a coffin or part of my imagination?
It's a giant croquet set.
Gas maybe? Old gas line? I don't know.
Keep the mysteries coming. Whoa, what is that?
Oh no, dude. It looks like an urn. Like if this guy had an undertaker parlor, this might be something that the flower bouquets went in, you know?
It does have that urn shape, doesn't it?
Yeah, totally. Oh, shoot, it could be like an a person's ashes.
Yeah,
To
well,
hold
yeah.
that.
Look inside.
Yeah, I originally, I said urn, but I was thinking about a flower vase, but it's kind of a little bit too earthenware looking. It's terracotta.
It was the poor man's urn.
Dude, that almost looks like one, doesn't it?
Yeah, save that.
Whoa, that's crazy. Okay, here's our first bot. Let's see what he was drinking. Oh, this is a rare soda bottle from Half Moon Bay. Oh my God. Oh, it has a half moon on it. Oh, shoot. This is a really rare soda bottle from a small California town. It's not even that close to here, but this is a beautiful killer bottle.
Let's get closer on there.
Whoa.
Sick.
Oh, that's
The
badass.
half moon on it.
This isn't even very old. It's like 1910, but this is a great bottle. Bottle.
Looks like we got a bottle jam.
Yeah, we got ourselves a partying undertaker here. I love me a bot jam.
I bet he was missing veins all over the place.
Okay. This doesn't have quite the same shape as one of those soda waters. It's a Budweiser. It's a Bud. You're my Bud. It should say AB on the bottom. AB and Company. That stands for Anheuser-Busch.
Classic.
So this was turn of the century Budweiser bottle. That's what they looked like.
Bet it still tasted like piss even back then.
Everything was more high quality back then. Okay. Let's see what else we got here. Beer bottle as well. This guy's a drunken undertaker. Ugh. Big old, larger size top beer. Another Bud. You're my Bud.
Well, that's a good sign.
Oh yeah, we got a glass jam down here. Oh man, ketchup. He's eating ketchup with his oysters. Oh, baby. Yeah. This is turning into a squirrel hole really fast.
Oh yeah. What do we got?
If you don't have a mustache, it's a mustache cup, hopefully. Let's see. Let's see if it has the mustache.
Let's see how
protector.
intact it is.
Oh, no mustache protector.
I guess it's for me then.
It's for ladies. Pretty flowers.
Beautiful.
Edwardian era, still down there. 1905, 1910. Oh, there's a number. It's like the number of them that were made. Up until they made this one. Yeah, Edwardian era coffee cup or teacup, I'd say. Yes.
Soon to be repurposed as a plant pot.
Yeah. There we go. But you know what we really want? We want embalming fluid bottle.
That's right.
Oh, that would be killer. Ooh, there's a big button. Look, big button.
Ooh, morning button maybe?
There's a big button and a smile. Oh, God. No, it's white, so it wouldn't be morning.
Ooh, that's a nice
Undertaker's
big one.
big shirt button, huh? Or maybe one of his clients from their shirt. Who knows?
Nice.
I mean, wasn't he like sewing clothes onto people or something?
What?
I don't know. He's like dressing people, right? He's the Undertaker.
Oh, yeah. Yeah, I guess
That's
you
what
might.
that could be, you
Wow.
know? He's dressing somebody and there's an extra button.
Keen
I
deduction.
know. I was looking closer at this thing, and this appears to be a gas fixture. It even has ornate detail on it, a Victorian era gas fixture.
Wow.
See the floral design imprinted in the metal?
Oh, yeah.
So that might have
Wow.
been a part that was like in the house that was exposed from the wall, that, you know, they needed a little bit of a design element for it.
They really did design everything.
Is he proposing?
Yeah, it's a giant ring. Little fun fact, this was in there. It's an older mason jar, probably from the 1880s, but you can go to old cemeteries and you'll find fragments of these on the ground because people would bring mason jars to cemeteries in the 1800s and put flowers in them. And then they stay around the graves, and eventually some kids come and break them against the headstones or whatever, and you'll find fragments of these in older cemeteries still.
Probably a lot of purple glass too.
Yeah, just anything they could use for a vase, but mason jars were a popular choice back then for a cheap and easy vase for the flowers. Okay, I'm chipping at something down here. It's white colored, and at first I thought it was paint, but it's got this very distinctive, like a pine sol or like a sanitary odor to it. Like it's some kind of cleaning agent or something to make things smell better. No joke, it's a smell I've never smelled before, digging through white chunks of stuff in privies before. Usually this would be lime or an old can of paint that disintegrated, but this has a really strong aroma of like a sanitized, like a disinfectant smell. So this could be some kind of powder or substance that used to be liquid that they used to maybe mitigate some of the smells that were coming out of the bodies. Sometimes when you know who lived at the site, you make all these deductions that maybe aren't true, but it's definitely possible. This has got a really strong odor to it. So that's pretty crazy. Do you smell anything?
Just you.
Damn it. Okay, this is officially a squirrel hole. She's in there, she's going for it.
The most fun part is avoiding Old Faithful right here. This
Oh yeah.
100-year-old rusted water pipe.
Yeah, we got a water pipe right here, galvanized, and it's ready to go, man. If you hit that thing in the wrong way with a shovel, if you just look at it weird, it's gonna be a freaking geyser that's pressurized. Our hole would be shut down, we'd be shut down, everything would suck. So we're being really careful to avoid that. Ugh. Got something glacious.
Yeah. It's not a... Oh.
Oh yeah, it's a
Lamp?
lamp chimney. A lamp chimney.
I thought it was like a measuring cup for embalming fluid or something.
Yeah, when you know who lived here, it just everything becomes that.
Getting all these wild machinations.
Yeah.
It's not a discarded skeleton, but I almost completed my doll set.
Oh yeah. I must have had a little girl. Or boy. It's part of an old tea set, I think. Unless it's some kind of dish for dispensing body paste. No, it's makeup. It's a
Don't
makeup
you
dish
wish.
for it's a makeup dish for painting, you know, putting makeup on the person.
I don't know. Looks like a dolly set to me. We have a Crown Top soda of unknown origin.
Ooh, yes. Yes. What'd it do? What'd it do? Oh, God.
Don't do
Freaking slick dick.
anything.
Ah. Dang it. Stupid ass slick. Hate it when there's. Oh, wait, no, it's not slick.
It's not?
It's acid etched.
No way.
Whoa. These are actually really stupid for people, for collectors, because you can fake this, but we know this one ain't faked.
Whoa, what did it say?
Let's see. Spalding and Gleason. No city name, but that's probably... We're gonna have to look up this name. Both of these names in city directories. Whoa, and I bet we'll find that they made soda back in the day. The soda water bottlers and the beer bottlers with less money would actually hand etch their names onto the bottles. They would order blanks, and you know, they didn't have enough money to pay for someone to make a mold and make all these special bottles with their embossing on it, so they would etch their names into the glass. Really cool. So that's actually somebody's handwriting from 100 years ago, which is, yeah, trip on that, man.
A lot of people mistakenly call these bottles acid etched, which is a process involving covering the surface of the bottle outside the design area with an acid-resistant substance such as wax, then immersing the bottle in acid, which etches the exposed areas of glass. You can see examples of acid etching when you look at old mineral water siphon bottles. These are definitely acid etched. But this old soda bottle looks different. If you look closely at the writing, you can see little impact marks which constitute the lettering. These were made using a foot-powered grinding wheel by a skilled artisan with lots of precision and patience.
All right, we have a liquor bottle of some kind. The squirrel says it's embossed. It's either a fifth or a beer.
The pico is too long to fit in this hole, so
Yeah.
I'm digging with this fork that we dug.
That fork was in the pipe trench, much higher. Some pipe layer was eating his lunch. Really helped us.
You'll have to hold for extraction because the neck is going this
That's
way.
huge. Yeah.
Yeah.
Yeah, and you can't get more over it because there's a double pipe
Yeah.
in your way. There's a freaking pipe there and a pipe right there. You said you wanted someone to lay some pipe with you, but I guess this isn't what you meant.
Took you that long to make that joke?
Ooh, that looks like a Freddy. You got yourself a Fred.
Yes, sir.
Nice, man. You got a green Fred. That's a freaking green San Francisco beer. Whoa.
Whoa!
Oh, man. Green Fredericksburg Bottling Company beer. Up top, baby. So this is a really cool 1890s beer bottle from San Francisco, but it's made in Germany. In the 1890s, liquor and beer companies in San Francisco contracted German glass factories to blow their bottles. Apparently it was cheaper, or the quality of the glass was preferable. I don't know why, because they had some really good glassworks operating in San Francisco at this time. But the good news about that is that German glass is actually beautiful. It's whittled typically. The bottles are crudely made. The embossing is thick and just plump and sexy. The colors are beautiful, red, amber, and green. So this is no exception. It's a beautiful 1890s German-made San Francisco beer bottle.
Check it out. We got a bot jam right here.
That's my kind of jam.
Oh boy. This one first.
Oh man, you got yourself a profile.
Hollywood.
Bottle.
It's surrounded by some harder earth.
What is it? Oh boy, that's another one. Hell yeah, my digger. Look what happened, babe. What a killer design. I've never found these before. From a small town, baby. Oh, epic. Oh, that is killer. They're an early crown top from a small town. Oh, that's hot. Hot. Oh, yes.
Shall we see if we have triplets?
I love triplets. They cost a lot, though.
Careful.
Got a lot of big red in the way of that.
Yeah, sorry.
It's fine.
Got some big rust chunks that are about to
Damn, Wendy's girl.
bend that fork. Let's see if I can use it.
Okay.
Oh,
Schwanka.
shoulda, coulda, woulda been.
Matey. Well, hopefully they had a 12-pack.
Yeah, let's see.
What?
Holy honk. I thought this was a skull.
Yeah, it really looks like one.
It does!
That's
The little
what?
like the spine.
Oh yeah, it's like
Cavity.
a rusted can, but it looks like a cavity.
Boy,
Whoa. Yeah.
that got me going.
That. What you got?
Where's that fork?
Yeah.
Man,
What is it?
I
Oh, it's like a
Don't
brandy
know.
type of bottle.
Yeah. Jeez, he was a
Not
drinker.
Whiskey, yeah, this guy's a drunk.
Nice.
He's chasing with soda and he's drinking all kinds of stuff. That's beer and brandy or whatever was in this strange shape. Got a interesting artifact. I don't know what to do. Oh, it's a salt shaker or pepper. Oh God. Ugh.
Honk.
No time to film, sorry. It's a cool little brass Edwardian era salt or pepper shaker. There you go.
Big old Sitka-ware serving bowl.
Is it Sitka?
Yeah. What? I think.
Is it like a wash basin? I think it might be a wash basin.
Oh yeah. Makes sense.
Washing your hands before you prepare the body.
The body.
Now that we're done with the hole, we're really wondering which objects we uncovered today could be directly related to the funeral industry. Maybe you guys could help. To me, the most suspicious object we found was definitely the urn.
The only thing that makes me wonder if it was used for ashes, if it could have possibly been used for a poor person's ashes, is it doesn't seem to have anything on the lip that would receive like a top to seal the thing, you know, so the ashes stay inside. So that's the one question there. So it could be just a very ordinary bouquet pot for a porch or something. But I'd like to think it was used in the funerary industry in some capacity, because that's way cooler.
Is this a funeral urn or just a flower pot? Let me know what you think in the comments.
Okay, we got Triple P crawling under the house looking for an older hole.
Got my hair protection on. Check this out. Good news. This house was fumigated before Kennedy was shot. So it's probably still good.
Okay, we're underneath the Undertaker's house.
Check it out. I thought I almost put my finger in a rat trap, but it's a big domino.
A giant domino. What?
It's got some little tractors on the back.
Oh, it's like a kid's domino.
Mm-hmm.
Things you don't expect to find.
All right, we're crawling towards sink out.
Oh yeah, that looks like a well or something. Oh wow, yeah.
Okay, try to keep up.
This is a little much for Big Ned. There is a sink out under there, what?
It's the perfect size.
I know, but isn't it under the original house by now? Or where's the original house?
Could
Stop.
have been just right out the back door.
The 1905 Sanborn map shows the Undertaker's yard being 21 feet from the back of the house to the fence line. Then, the 1910 Sanborn map shows an addition was added to the house, shortening the backyard area to only 12 feet. Today, it's only about 4 feet from the back of the current house to the same fence line. So it's possible that the older privy is somewhere underneath the current house.
Window glue. My big ass is catching on everything.
Look over here. That's almost a sink out.
Yeah, totally. Probe it.
You look super cool right now, by the way.
Where's the older hole? We need the older hole. I feel like a giant midget. 'Cause I'm in a midget world with a midget probe, but I'm Big Ned.
You certainly don't look like a midget.
See, look, this is an old house, man. There's got to be an older pit here.
Evidence.
Yes, it's a smoking pipe. A penny pipe, I say. Dugan or something. It's just the stem. It's just the tip. They broke this off, you know, and they kept breaking off different parts of the stem so they could not infect someone else with consumption or whatever. But that's pre-1890.
Well, actually, Ned, that's the shaft, not the tip. Technically.
That indicates that this property was occupied far before the age of that hole out there.
Hey, I know you're irritated and uncomfortable right now, but it's hilarious watching your big bulbous ass trying to move around under here. Oh, God. Your ass smells worse than the funeral home that was here.
How do you know? Underneath it, 120-year-old funeral home full of dead rats, and you're worried about my butt.
Well, yeah. Because that's the thing that stinks.
Oh, Big Ned, we're trapped, man. God damn it, I want that older hole so bad. Undertaker's old hole, so you can see the evidence. You can see that we have royal ironstone from Liverpool. You know, even that's older than that pit. That's like 1890s or maybe late 1880s. Dagnabbit, I know it's under here, but I can't prove this part even has less clearance. Ah! Oh shit. I guess it's the turn Tony for us, and that's all we're gonna score here. Awful. All right, so we didn't find an old hole, but we did find some pretty nice bottles anyway, ranging from the 1905 to 10 period in that one hole. Looks like the Undertaker was an alcoholic and he was using these soda water bottles to chase the drinks. and this is one of the coolest, in my opinion, California crown top soda water bottles, because it has this amazing graphic of a half moon. It just has a wild name of a small town in Northern California called Half Moon Bay. And Half Moon Bay was a really poor town. It was called Spanish Town, and there was accounts of people driving through it in the 19th century and just it looking really run down and poor. And they just really didn't have a lot of money there. There was a lot of Portuguese living there, immigrants and stuff. And this soda water company was pretty small, and it really didn't make too many embossed bottles. These bottles are pretty rare. And so they're desirable. And this one actually has a crazy bubble going through the moon. That's not part of the design. It's just a total coincidence of crudity. So that's a great crown top. And it's cool that we found one for each of us for Paige and I's ever-growing collection of cool stuff. And I usually don't even keep bottles this new, but this one, I'll be making an exception. And here you have this incredible German-made whittled San Francisco beer bottle. Just, I mean, this is what I love about this German glass. This bottle dates to about 1895 to 1905. It's also not old by the superior standards of BottleNed. But as you can see, it doesn't really matter. It's made in an old style, even though it's made in a newer period. It's made in Europe, so they use the old world styles. They use applied tops still, and this incredibly whittled glass. Beautiful green color, big, thick, just bulging, embossing. I mean, everything about this bottle is sexy. And so this is kind of another bottle that's not very old, but you make an exception here because it's just for this German glass, because it's incredible. As you can see, the whittle's out of control. And that's a pretty common attribute of German blown glass. You get a lot of whittle in their bottles. And you typically get green colors and also red amber, which I'll show you, a bottle that I didn't dig at this location, but it's another German-made bottle, and it just has this vivid color. Hold, please. Honk. Das ist gut, ja. I need to get some more light on this. Here we go. There we go. Yeah, see how that's classic German red glass. It's a classic German color. And you really don't see too much red glass being produced here out west in the 19th century. And this is, again, this is made in the 1890s, but it looks far older. It's got the whittle, it's got an applied top. This is a John Whelan's California Bottling Company export beer. Blown in Germany for a San Francisco concern in the 1890s. John Whelan was a huge beer maker in the late 1800s. Yeah, look at that. So these German-made newer bottles from the West are very beloved by collectors, actually, even though they're later. And you can see why. I mean, this looks great on a shelf. You have a bunch of amber on a shelf, and then you throw this in there with, you know, a red bottle, and it just breaks up the monotony of the run of amber soldiers. You know, you put a bunch of amber Western blown beers up there, and then you have something red, and it's just great. So, German glass. Very good, mein Herr. And as always, thanks for watching, guys. I'll see you in the next video when we dig up some more weird stuff somewhere at a location currently unknown. Gotta go find it.